What's going on, guys? Briar Rabbit here. Today I want to talk about the future of Destiny. I want to talk about Bungie's next weekly update, speculate a little bit. That's always fun to do. And I want to talk about what I'd like to see from Bungie in the very near future. So we know the weekly update is coming very soon. A lot of people are really excited about this. It's been a long time since we've heard from Bungie in an official form, and a lot of people are getting a little bit bored with the content that we've already had. Now, the Taken King came out, it had a lot of great content, but it's been 4 months. It's been 4 full months since that content came out, and a lot of players have kind of used up that content. You know, there's only so many times you can run the raid or run the Nightfall or play Trials of Osiris without wondering, okay, so what's next? I like this game, but I'd like to play something different. I'd like to get some new content. Right now, it's been a long time since we've seen new content. I think the last time we had to wait this long is from between the release of The Dark Below and The House of Wolves. And, you know, that was a long time to wait. Right now, we're in a similar kind of content drought. So, knowing that we're not going to get a big reveal from the Bungie weekly update that's coming soon, what do you think we should expect? Well, I think that we probably will hear about this Days of the Dawning live team thing. So we don't know a whole lot about this. This comes from data mined information. We know that there's going to be some letters involved, which will probably include some quests. What I wouldn't expect to see are new missions, you know, any kind of brand new story missions that you'd see in a regular DLC drop. My expectation is that this is going to be something very similar to the Festival of Lost, where, yeah, there will be some quests that you can accept, but you're mainly going to be running those quests inside content that's already in Destiny. So that, to me, is not super compelling. Even if there are new items to earn, you know, maybe some new shaders, maybe they can give us 320 helmets like they did with Sparrow Racing League. If there's not new content, if there's not new missions or strikes, then that's not really all that exciting, because I've run all the missions. I've run all the strikes. I've run them multiple times. What I'm hoping for at this point is the next DLC, and I don't think that we're going to see that with this next weekly update. I do think that Bungie should start talking about the next DLC. I think it's time. I think that they need to start getting people excited for the future of Destiny, because right now we don't have a whole lot of information to go with. You know, we know that there's going to be a bigger thing, right? We know that that's probably coming in the spring of 2016. We don't know exactly what that's going to entail. We expect it to be somewhere between the size of Sparrow Racing League and the Taken King, but that's a huge gap, right? That's a big gap, and it's hard to get excited when you don't know specifically what this is going to entail. It'd be nice if Bungie said, look, there's going to be a DLC that comes out in spring. It's going to be paid for in this manner. Either it's going to be, you know, a $20 pay-to-play kind of thing, or it's been paid for by microtransactions in Destiny. It'd be nice if that was a known factor. It'd be nice to know there is a raid, or no, there isn't a raid. It'd be nice to know approximately when this stuff is coming out. Is there going to be new story involved? That would be great to know. You know, I have a lot of questions about the story in Destiny that I would love to see them address. You know, who is the Stranger? I'd love to see more info come out about the Stranger. That kind of storyline has really been dropped since the release of Vanilla Destiny. We haven't seen any more out of her. I'd like to know more about the Cabal. I feel like the Cabal are kind of that last race that we just don't know a whole lot about, and it would be super fun to kind of explore their social structure, to fight more of their high-end enemies, and get a little bit more story about the Cabal. And I'd like to know more about the Speaker and his motivations, maybe also about the factions in the Tower, and, you know, maybe the faction wars. You know, stuff like that would be really fun to know about. But right now, we're just in this content gap. We've had the Taken King. We actually had 2 DLCs in year 1. Well, if you include Taken King, right, that's really year 2. But we've had 2 DLCs come out for Destiny that include the Hive, but we've had nothing about the Cabal, and we've had very little about the Fallen. So I'd really like to see a return to some more of the other races so that we can get a bigger understanding about the world that we spend so much time in. I would really like to see Bungie come out with this stuff right away. I think that the waiting, the not knowing, is really discouraging to a lot of people. It's definitely discouraging to YouTubers who basically have nothing to talk about right now, other than here's how to get mad snipes in trials. It's like that's most of what you're seeing for videos right now is the PvP stuff. The PvE guys are just kind of sitting on their hands waiting for that next big announcement. And with the radio silence that we've seen from Bungie, there's just not a whole lot to talk about. And I'd like to see that change. I'd like to see Bungie kind of get us excited for the future of Destiny again. A lot of people are really pinning their hopes on The Division right now. It's got a lot of the same kind of gameplay characteristics as Destiny does, where you got a lot of cooperative gameplay. You can jump into missions and hopefully strikes and maybe even raids with a group of your friends. And, that's what Destiny gave us that was so novel and really hooked so many people to this game. But unless they're constantly releasing this stuff, or at least releasing news about it, it's just hard to stay excited at this point. So my request right now from Bungie is to, get on that horse, start talking about this stuff. We really want to know, we really want to get excited for the game that we all love, but right now that is super hard to do because there's just no new information, no new news coming out of Bungie, and that's a real shame. So hopefully with this next weekly update, we'll get more information than we think we will. At least some kind of content roadmap where we know that, yeah, we're going to get Days of the Dawning coming soon. We're going to get a DLC in the spring, and then we'll see Destiny 2 in September. Tell us what to expect. Tell us what to look forward to in year 2 of Destiny. So that's going to do it for this one, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I know this one was a little bit of a ramble, but I thank you for sticking with me. Thank you very much for watching. Hit that like button if you liked the video. Hit subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys later.